Hey there, YouTube. Good Friday. I'm trying to figure out how to intro this vlog. I don't know. Friday after a nap, Wheeler morning. The last vlog was kind of odd because it went into the morning. But anyway, good Friday morning. Welcome to the vlog for today. It is 1:23 p.m. So I don't know why I say Friday morning, but anyway. We had a lot of listing yesterday, and I guess I'm up here after 4 hours. Might take another nap later today. Probably will take another nap, or definitely will take another nap tonight. But anyway, here are all the items that I listed yesterday. We got those 6 there in the lot. We got a bunch of stuff there. We took away some of the stuff, and there are all those lenses. So anyway, what do I have to do today now that I got the listing done yesterday? Well, I have a couple more lenses left that are still pictured, ready to go. This macro lens here should be around 150 total, so I'll be listing that up. Have another lens here that's already pictured. And let's see here. I think I have one more lens that's already pictured here somewhere else. So anyway, I think the first step is to clean off this tabletop, get the vlog edited for yesterday, which is going to be quite a chore, and then probably list a few things. Tonight is break night, racing night, movie night, so that was part of the motivation to really get going yesterday because I won't have the chance tonight. I'm going to be quitting at 10 p.m. tonight, so hopefully I get a few things done between now and then. But the vlog today is going to be kind of short and, like I said, short and sweet, but I don't know, it's going to be kind of short. Let's get into it. On with the day. Okay, getting some coffee brewing here, looking like it's going to be pretty good. I've actually been wanting to go outside for a couple days now, but look at that temperature, 98.4 and humid out today. It's pretty good. And like Dealer was saying in one of his vlogs, this heat that's been happening all week long, actually a little bit warmer than that is today, a couple other days back, is not that kind of dry heat that Kansas usually gets. It's super humid. Oh man, it's so miserable and muggy and all that. So I don't know, I'll probably get out there tomorrow or something, do some tricks and some bike tricks and some other stuff that I've been wanting to try. But that's why I haven't been on the scooter and why I haven't been doing stuff lately. It is way too hot out there. Anyway, we're 36 minutes into editing the vlog for yesterday. Man, that's gonna be a long one. Some good info in there, but man, it is long. Just like today was, I guess. I didn't even check the sales yet today, but now that I did, I'm actually pretty impressed here. We already sold the Zenza Bronica ETRSI film back, the camera body, and I guess just some other stuff that I listed fairly recently. But those two things sold out pretty quick. Always gotta love the quick flip. Every time you list, like, I don't know, 30 items even, you usually sell one the next day, so that's always kind of fun. Sometimes you just don't know which one's gonna be either. Okay, vlog finished editing for yesterday. 1 hour, 1 minute, 56 seconds. Oh man, the longest vlog ever. I feel like it was pretty full of good information and all that, so I don't know, hopefully some people actually watch that. Seems really long in my opinion. But there was a lot to go, a lot of stuff to do and all that. Kind of feeling like this is vacation mode today. I don't know, just kind of coasted along this afternoon, not really super motivated to get anything done, so editing an hour-long vlog was just the thing. Pretty sure I'll do a couple cube solves, and then if I feel really good, I will get some more lenses going here. Like I said, about 10 items is the goal for today. Should be pretty obtainable. I have all afternoon and all night. Just got some coffee, that's feeling pretty good. And I'm going to go grab a Canon F1 from the basement to list today too. So anyway, just on with the vlog for today. Probably going to be a short one, like I said. Okay, just talking with Dealer for a minute. And I think the plan is going to be for today, since I don't really feel like going hard, crazy listing right now. I think I'm actually going to get some other stuff done, which if you know, if you watch the other vlogs here in the last couple days, I have this camera here, and I also have the 50D, which let's see if I can find that. Pretty sure I put it down there. Nope, that's not it. Where did it go? I don't know. Oh, there it is down there. But anyway, I gotta get the chargers ordered for those. Those are fully tested, ready to go. We just need chargers and I can list those up. Downstairs, we have another probably 30 or 25, somewhere in there, SLR cameras that need to be tested before I can order chargers for them. So either I'm going to order one charger per one if I can't test them, or I'm going to test them, get them ready to go, figured out, stuff ordered, all that. I've been trying to figure out a good time to put that in there, and the day that you're not going to get a ton of listing done is the perfect day. Should be able to get the 10 done after supper. Pretty easy though. This is just the afternoon shift. Let me see where we're at here. 3:47 p.m. I should have a solid 2 hours before supper to get that done. And again this week on the garage sale vibe, on the flea market vibe, on all that stuff. Hopefully we'll go into Denver here in a little while. Not that we need a ton more stuff, but the whole garage sale thing around here is pretty much dead. We rarely get very many garage sales, so I guess that's just how it is. Not going to be going to any unless there are any to go to, so maybe next week. We'll see. Okay, took a quick look downstairs, and here's what I'll be listing tonight. We have 2, 4, 6 AE1 camera bodies. Those are really, really decent. And then the really good piece here is the Canon F1N. That'll be really cool to test out and show off later. It was the highest end Canon model. Have a handful of lenses, those two are her parts. Got some hats that Lizzie made me. She is really into colored hats right now, apparently. And then we have a Minolta larger lens, got the box for that. A Vivitar macro lens for about 200 bucks, that'll be pretty good. And all these are pictured, the macro lens, this lens, and that lens. I said these two are pretty much throughout. That one can be pictured along with other ones. It's a fairly decent Vivitar lens. And then I can get my super fancy fanny pack listed here. New old stock Canon super rare fanny pack. There's one listed right now for $50 plus shipping with a bunch of watchers, but they do not have all the keywords that I'm gonna keyword fill this thing with. And once that one sells, somebody will have to pay up 130 bucks to buy this one. Anyway, it's attached to the Velcro there if you're wondering what that is. That's one of the kind of weird side effects of having a crazy listing time is you take a little bit of a nap, you get back up, and you're still in the mode, still in the listing mode. If you can't tell, I feel pretty motivated, sound pretty motivated to get stuff done, even though I'm pretty tired and just edited a vlog for an hour and a half. Well, let's try and translate to some actual results if I'm going to be in that mode anyway. Well, I was looking through the Vibram 5-finger section here on eBay, the toe shoes I usually wear. There's some real wacky ones. Vibram's went a weird way recently. Back in the day, they used to actually be pretty inexpensive and have pretty good shoes. But now, I don't know, they're all pretty expensive and they're all pretty weird. Like, I mean, look at this one right there. It looks like a normal running shoe, right? Anyway, I guess I picked up a pair of these right here. KSO Evo, black and red, look pretty fancy. See how they work when I get here. So unfortunately I wasn't able to find a multi-charger for these, so I think it's just going to come down to ordering one of each. So I'm just going to take a look and make sure that none of these have batteries in that work. If they do have batteries in that work, I can actually go through and test each one. If not, then it is how it is. But there's the tote. Let's get that knocked out in about 30 minutes and send dealer a list of chargers to order off Amazon. Okay, just checked them all through here. Actually simpler than I thought, or as simple as it was before there. Just order a couple chargers and get them tested out. Nothing new, but we did find a couple chargers, so I wanted to see if I could match any to them. I was able to match a charger to that camera and that camera, so I guess we have a charger, but we still need batteries, so let's get those ordered up. So I actually forgot that I had a battery here for these cameras right here. These are the Canon T3s. They use a battery that I actually had a fully charged one of, so I was going to test those out. I'm going to test the video functionality here in a minute, but unfortunately, this one here has a very common error code. New Canon SLR cameras can definitely have some electronic issues. This one is no exception. Let me actually take the battery out and reinsert it. It is in error mode right now, so it's not going to show anything. But here we go. It's got power on. It all looks fine until you actually try and take a photo, which let me actually put it in manual focus mode since it's not going to focus on anything anyway. And there you go. Error 30. Shooting is not possible due to an error. Turn the camera off and reinstall the battery. Also got error 70. And basically what I can tell from online and everything else is that there's a solder flaw in the imaging sensor of the cameras that causes short circuiting of that sensor and causes error codes both 70 and 30. I heard somebody actually left their camera on the sun by accident and it fixed it, which makes sense because it's solder and all that. So this camera is going to be sold for parts, unfortunately. Let me check the video shooting though to see if that works. Nope, no video shooting. You can actually shoot one single photo and that's about it. Before the error code comes up. So the good news is I can list this one today, get our money back out of it. We didn't pay a lot for this one either, and this is actually a pretty decent one. It's the Canon T3. It is their compact, kind of inexpensive camera they introduced right after the T3i. But as I stated, this is the problem with newer, cheaper Canon EOS Rebel cameras. So anyway, at least we know what's wrong with it. Won't have to order a charger for that one. Let's test the other one. We have two Canon T3s. Another one right here. Let's see if it has the same issue or any issues whatsoever. And yep, from what I could tell, this is a common factory error. The solder not being correctly soldered on there. It just needs a fix on the CMOS chip. Once you fix that, it's great. But anyway, there is the other one, also with error 30. Should be easy to list, and we have 2 of them. I would have to look that up, what those are going to go for, but if I had to guess, between $50 and $100 each, maybe even a little bit more. We'll see. Luckily, cam's getting better. I do have this Rebel SL1 that I picked up for use on my other channel for video shooting, and it works just fine. It's basically the newer model of this one, and this thing has had no issues whatsoever. So, I mean, Canon cameras, for the most part, are pretty solid, but certain years, certain models, they had some issues. This is the first of their new super budget line, so I can see why it would have issues, I guess. And there you go, I had a random battery lying around in my camera box, and of course, ProMaster, oh no. But anyway, it's a compact flash card, I'm sure we'll be fine including that along with the camera, or I could use it for something else. But anyway, actually have the card in the camera, power that on, and let me see if I can take a photo, one-handed like that. Yep, there it is, shows up. So I'm just gonna do the standard reset and full test on there. Screen's looking kind of wonky in the camera, but it looks fine like that. Somebody's shooting black and white, RAW plus JPEG with this camera, that's interesting. But it's kind of weird how the screen looks really weird from angles, so that's just how it is. But the battery's low, so let me try and get the testing done before it runs out. It's just a random battery that I've had probably charged for years. Okay, good news. This one tests out fully, 100% working. And as you can see, in fair condition, I don't actually know which model this is. This is a European naming scheme, the 400D. Let me see, I think the XT was a 350D, so this must be an XTI, which is actually better. So anyway, gonna get a charger ordered up for that one. That one is fully tested, works fantastically. That's good news. It was definitely used for some sort of tethered / studio work. As you can see, the little door thing right there, the little rubber flap is broken off. That's where an AC adapter usually goes. So again, unfortunately, on the list of cameras you can't check the shutter count on. If I had to guess on this one though, I'd say it's fairly high, probably in the, I don't know, 60,000 range, somewhere like that. The shutter on this one's only rated for 100 or 150,000 acutations, so probably on the end of its life, but these things can last way past their projected lifespans. Should still sell pretty well. Nice thing is, along with all these other SLRs, I'm going to take this opportunity to sell off some of my cameras that I've been meaning to sell for a while. I'm pretty sure I have 4 just normal SLR cameras, and then I have this camera here, which I'm really debating whether or not I should sell it off. It's pretty cool. It's actually Canon's response to a lot of the mirrorless cameras when they first came out. They were trying to make a really small SLR camera. It was the world's smallest SLR camera for a while, and they still go pretty well. But if I'm going to buy the 6D Mark II, I should probably sell off some of the cameras I have already. So this one's up on the chopping block, possibly for sale. Once I'm in the roll listing these other ones though, I'll probably throw those in there on the camera channel and get them sold out, personal stuff. Okay, so now I've tested as many as I can. These 2 are ready to list as parts cameras, and here is a battery hack that you might not know. We have this ProMaster Traveler Plus charger, and this one officially does not charge these types of batteries. These are a little bit too old for it. And most of those Nikon cameras we have downstairs use this type of battery, EN-EL3. Trying to get a focus there. As you can see, so there's 2 different ways you can go about this. On the ProMaster charger, if you look at the contacts here, you line up with the plus and minus. It actually does line up. So just set on top of those contacts, plug it in, and since it is a multi-voltage charger, it'll decide which one it is, and it'll probably charge it just fine. These are old batteries, so I have no concerns. And I'll just watch them for a minute to make sure they're not going to blow up, which, I mean, that would take a long time anyway. A second option is older cameras were pretty odd. And here is a Canon charger for the most common type of battery, the BP511. And if you look at those batteries, you might notice something. They look very, very similar. You flip them over here and show you the bottom of them. The contact pattern is a bit different, but as you can see, plus minus, or minus plus, minus plus. So they are literally almost the same battery. It's the same with Olympus batteries. It's the same with, I forget what other brand, Pentax batteries. They all have a very, very similar size there. I'm very suspicious they use the same exact cells because they're both 1500 milliamp hours, both 7.4 volt. And there you go. So you can also use one of these chargers with a little bit of modification, like you just kind of put a piece of metal between each contact carefully, and you can charge these batteries in this charger. But first I'm just going to go for the ProMaster route, and I think that'll work just fine. I actually have 3 of these batteries, so let's get a couple of those charged up so I can test those cameras out tomorrow. And I can tell how many chargers we have to order, and I can list up all the parts cameras, so it's a win-win. Don't have to order anything extra, and just get those good and tested. Sort of a hack, if you will. Not really like a crazy hack, but it's definitely some sort of hack. Also, not 100% necessary, but just give it the best chance of working. I'm putting some duct tape to add some pressure between the contacts and the battery, so the contacts will actually have a good contact with those terminals on the end. As you can see there, this one here won't contact anything because it's a plastic case. So it actually ended up needing more pressure than duct tape could provide, so I decided to use a large zip tie, and as you can see, that worked very, very well fully pressured right into place. And now the charge is all ordered. It is finally time for some listing. Let's get it going. I get those two cameras listed. First off, though, I'm going to get these lenses that I pictured listed. Then I'll get those two cameras listed. Then I'll get those cameras over there listed. Let's get into it. Let's aim for 15 items instead of 10. Let's be more optimistic. Just because I'm taking it easy today, though, I should probably set that timer for about 2 days per listing. Exactly. Look, I was thinking there when I said 50 to 100 on this Parts T3 with the error message. The error message is not a major thing. Somebody will disassemble it, reassemble it, and then sell it for 200 bucks. They'll pay 80 for a quick flip. Not the biggest of deals if the cameras actually work most of the way. Okay, so after supper here on the final item out of 3. Oh man, listing has went downhill fast. But anyway, I feel like I'm motivated right now and going pretty hard. Got the timer not going there, but it will be going here in a minute. This right here is unfortunately both good and bad news. I noticed this yesterday and now I've completely tested and everything and confirmed my worst suspicions. First of all, the good news, this lens is better than I thought. It'll probably go for $250, if not a little bit more, in nice shape. It is very cosmetically in nice shape. The front and rear elements are in nice shape. But let's see if you can see it through the camera here. If I point up a light source, sort of. There's major dust in the elements. So we're gonna have to sell this for parts. Somebody's gonna clean that up. It majorly affects contrast. It definitely needs repair before it's gonna be 100%. I'll still probably list it up at $150 or somewhere whereabouts there because it is in very, very nice shape. Works very well. Pity though for the major dust in there. It happens. Okay, next lot out here. Definitely feeling low on the listing scale right now, which is exactly why I said 10 items. But once I get the timer going, it should work pretty well. These are Canon AE1s. They're very hot right now. They're selling very, very well. But how many of these are better going to work? Well, spoiler alert, doesn't really matter. They sell for around $40 to $45 for parts. And they sell all the way up to $100, working great. So we paid very, very little for these. All around, very good buy right there. I have a Canon F1N, very excited about listing that. Gonna get that one up listed. We have the two Canon, let's see, what are these things called again? T3s. Excited to get those up listed. And then, let's see what happened to my Canon fanny pack here. There it is over there. Going to be listing this Canon fanny pack. So I guess what I'm going to be taking pictures of for this final thing is, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 items, which I already have 3 listed, so I'll make a total of 13 for today. Let's get these tested out and let's make it happen. So as far as camera repair goes, we do not repair cameras. If it has any sort of major mechanical issues, we're not going to repair it. But of course, something like this, the shutter thing is really loose, doesn't seem to work that well. Well, I'm just going to screw that little cap on there. I'll get a little spanner in there and try to tighten that down a little bit. So I guess that's the kind of repair I'll do. Other than that, not really. Got to find the proper 6-volt battery for this camera here, which you definitely have some. Just have to find one that has good voltage and test these out. Let's see if I can find the example of the infamous Canon squeak. Guess we'll see. So as I have stated before, we do not repair cameras, but in the case of cleaning cameras and very minor little things, I will try and fix it up. This camera right here, actually, I tightened this down a little bit, but it was really, really loose and floppy like that. When we got it is just this top cover screw, so I will attempt to tighten that with a bit of a spanner wrench and see how much of a fix I can do with that. Might need a little washer in there or something, but other than that, I guess we just need to find the 6-volt battery that goes in there, at least find one with good voltage, and try and test these out. See if I can find an example of the infamous Canon squeak that you get with these. Okay, well I popped the second one apart here just to see if I can figure out anything missing there. And sure enough, there's your spring that is missing from this one. So that's why that knob will not hang on there on the other one, and that's why it's so loose. Let's see if I can find a little bit of spacer or something around that I can put on there. Not sure. Wow, I'm really starting to remember how intensive camera detailing is and why I try not to do it whenever I can get around it. These cameras here are very, very dirty as far as cameras go, or at least there's a lot of dust in all the little nooks and crevices. As you can see, this one is about half detailed right now versus, let's see, this one here is really, really pretty dirty, and now it's almost fully clean. These are a combination of a lot of things, but mainly Q-tips and rubbing alcohol. So you can see I just have Q-tips strewn everywhere that have been used for cleaning. So yep, pretty intensive, and I've been at it for about an hour on 5 cameras, so I should probably try and not do that. Gotta try and get these listed a little bit quicker. One place you really wouldn't think dirt would collect. Actually, this one's not too bad, but under this rewind knob, you usually find a lot of dirt. See, there's one I haven't cleaned yet. Yeah, there you go. That's a pretty good example. There's lots of dirt accumulates under that knob there. More so than you think, but that just shows you how dirty the whole camera can get. So, I don't know. There's all the little nooks and crannies can be hard to get to, and Q-tip cleaning a camera is definitely pretty intensive. Working them through. Just about done. Just about ready to picture. Those two are ready. Okay, so I got photos taken of all these cameras here. It's not looking good at all for actually getting these listed tonight. We are at 9:39, so I think these are going to be tomorrow. Luckily, we do have Saturday to get stuff done. Over the last 30 minutes here, I was working hard on detailing this Canon F1. It was very, very dusty, and I wanted to clean up every little nook and cranny. This is definitely a very nice camera, and I'm going to try to do a little bit better on the photos tomorrow, just to see exactly what I can do. Still a couple little rub marks and stuff. It has this kind of interesting, like almost soft touch, matte black body. I just really like the look of this camera. Very, very rugged, very tough looking. And this one, all in all, seems to be in really, really nice shape. Actually, forgot to show some photos we have from the guy who owned this camera, so let's take a look at those real quick. Looking at photos on the screen, obviously it's not really going to do him justice, but as you can see, here's a black and white photo of a large tree. He had these all printed on very nice paper. Obviously very much into it. We got those enlargers from him and everything else. He did all his own prints. It's actually Castle Rock, which I'm not exactly sure where that is here, but it's right over here somewhere. We've been there quite a few times. There's another Monument Rock. And there's Old Homestead, which these are just some really cool photos from the Old West that I don't know if there's really that much more of this left out there. Like these are, I'm not sure if they're stone or wood, but some sort of tombstones here, buried in 1869 and 1862. These photos were probably taken sometime in the 1980s, if I had to guess. Dealer actually said they have dates on the back, so I'd be interested to look at that. Like this one right here was taken in 1982. There's another interesting one. Just really cool how you got the sky and the foreground in really good focus. Nice landscape shots. And all black and white, interestingly enough. And here's the last one. Just kind of a silhouette of some horses on the plains. So I thought that was really cool. Kind of got most of his old equipment, including the Canon F1, A1, and some interesting lenses. Definitely kind of a serious hobbyist photographer. Had the enlarging setup and all that. And this camera, all in all, is in really nice shape. It is a really nice camera. Excited to list that one tomorrow. But all in all, I think that's where I'm going to end off the vlog for today. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe below if you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more vlogs coming tomorrow. Today was kind of a weird day on the vlog. It's kind of recovery day and all that. But that is to be expected with yesterday's crazy listing. Feeling pretty good. Everything's feeling okay. Feel a little bit tired. I'll definitely enjoy a good sleep tonight. But tomorrow, we hit the ground running. We get these knocked out pretty quickly, and then we go on to some more stuff. Should be a good day. Should be one worth tuning into. Next on the vlog. Wheeler out. Goodbye.